Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are still working on King Richard II, and King Richard II himself has just a smidge more to say today in Act 3, Scene 2 before we move on to Act 3, Scene 3 and the rest of the play. So basically the state of things, he went and fought a war in Ireland and used John of Gaunt's money to do so, and pretty much everybody except for him thought that that was a bad idea. And Henry Bolingbroke has come back since John of Gaunt died, because John of Gaunt was Henry Bolingbroke's father. So Henry Bolingbroke has come back to stake his claim to his inheritance, which Richard spent in Ireland. And Bolingbroke is kind of taking charge of things as he goes, and he has killed Bushy, Bagot, and Green along the way, and he is kind of sort of mounting a defense against Richard with the help of some Englishmen, including Northumberland and Ross and Willoughby, and also with a bunch of French people. So King Richard, at the beginning of this scene, landed back in England after being away in Ireland, and he's very glad to be back in England, but he knows that things are bad. And as more people join him, like first it was just the Bishop of Carlisle and O'Merle, but then Scroop joins and blah, blah, blah. And it's like everybody that comes to join him has more bad news about more and more people being on Bolingbroke's side and fewer people being on Richard's side. And yesterday it got to the point where he was pretty much defeated because he didn't feel like there was anything left. So he was like, let's sit and talk about death and let's make out epitaphs and wills, but all I really have to give to the earth is my body because I got nothing left. And at the end of it, O'Merle is like, no, but there's still my dad, the Duke of York. And Richard's like, you know what, you're right, and I was getting way too down about that, so tell me, where is your dad? And Scroop is like, York is also on Bolingbroke's side, and all of your northern castles have defected to his side, and all of your southern allies have also defected to Bolingbroke's side. And King Richard says, thou hast said enough. Beshrew thee, cousin, which didst lead me forth of that sweet way I was in to despair. What say you now? What comfort have we now? By heaven, I'll hate him everlastingly that bids me be of comfort any more. Go to Flint Castle, there I'll pine away. A king, woe's slave, shall kingly woe obey. That power I have, discharge, and let him go to ear the land that hath some hope to grow, for I have none. Let no man speak again to alter this, for counsel is but vain. And O'Merle is like, wait, just one more thing. And Richard's like, shut it. We're done. We're done. So that's the basic shape of this scene, and it's an intense scene for the person who plays Richard. He starts out coming back to England and being all grateful, and by the end of the scene, he's broken. That's what this last thing is. It's the anger part of the grieving process, where he's like, how dare you, O'Merle, tell me that there's still hope when really there is none. I was ready to grieve this and be sad about this and move on from this. You thought there was going to be hope, and that got my hopes up for a brief second, but it was false hope, and how dare you? So he's like, you know what, I'm just going to go, and I'm going to mourn this. I'm going to be sad about this. And anybody who tries to tell me to take comfort in this situation again is going to get a smack upside the head, basically, is what he's saying. So he finishes off the scene telling everybody that, no, this is all done, and they're going to go to Flint Castle, which is where he is headed. And tomorrow we get to dig into Act 3, Scene 3. Actually, let's see if tomorrow is actually from Act 3, Scene 3, or if there aren't any monologues there. Yeah, we do get a scene from Act 3, Scene 3. We get to hear from Bolingbroke tomorrow. So yeah, I will see you then for that. Mwah.